weather forecast.
Good morning, it is 6:14, and what is it going to be for Wednesday weather for us? Well, it's going to be a warm day, but let's see, right now we are looking at a current temperature of 59, clear skies outside, our dew points in the upper 50s, but it's going to be slightly humid. It's not going to be a humid day for us. Those winds are blowing from the southeast to 6 miles per hour. How are temperatures looking across Texas? We do see that in the Panhandle, temperatures are in the low 40s to low 30s, 51 for San Antonio, Dallas, similar temperatures, 53 for Austin, Houston, 54 for Beaumont, McAllen, 58, Brownsville, similar temperatures for us here at home, a current temperature of 59. Now moving on to what's going on across Texas, there is a dense fog advisory for San Antonio, Austin, Houston, Corpus Christi, even for Freer and Children. That will be in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. For us, we're not going to see any patchy fog or dense fog, so we are on the okay side. But if you know anybody that will be traveling to San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi, Children, or Freer, they will be bumping into some dense fog that will be in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. Moving on for today, we do see that across the nation in the Great Lakes, they're seeing those showers and thunderstorms with mixture of precipitation that is moving to the northeast. But for us, we're not looking at any chances of showers. But by Monday of next week, there is going to be a weak cold front, but they're not sure. The models are showing that it's not sure that it will be going down to South Texas. So we might not see those temperatures drop for us. Not for today, not for the weekend, maybe for the couple of weeks that we have. But temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s with those winds blowing from the southeast, 6 miles per hour. It's going to be partly sunny to mostly sunny day for us. Now moving on, if you're going to school this morning, you're looking at a temperature of 62, partly sunny. As I mentioned, those winds will be blowing from the southeast to 6 miles per hour. When you get out of school around 3 p.m., you're looking at a temperature of 81. For today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 82. Have a great one. Back to you, Justin. Good Thursday morning. It is 6:14, and if you're wondering how today's going to be, well, stay tuned. Right now, we are looking at a current temperature of 60, clear skies outside. Our dew points are in the 60s, so it's going to start to feel slightly humid outside, but by tomorrow we are going to notice that humidity. Winds are blowing from the east southeast to 6 miles per hour. It's going to be another warm day. That's what I can say for today. But how are temperatures looking across Texas? 55 for San Antonio, Austin, similar temperatures, 47 for Dallas, 56 for Houston, Corpus Christi 60, McAllen and Brownsville, similar temperatures, 65. In the Panhandle, temperatures are in the low 40s to low 30s. There is a dense fog advisory, not for us here in Laredo, mainly for the east and central Texas, San Antonio, Austin, Waco, Houston, and Corpus Christi. This dense fog advisory is in effect until 9 a.m. this morning, according to the National Weather Service. So if you know anybody that's going to be traveling to these areas, just keep in mind and tell them it is going to be a dense fog drive if you're going to be driving. Also, Children and Freer will be seeing this dense fog. Moving on across the nation, they continue to see those scattered showers and mixture of precipitation in the Great Lakes moving into the New England area. For us, we're not looking at any chances of showers, but it is going to be a cloudy morning, and it's going to be mostly cloudy, but then later on it's going to become mostly sunny in the afternoon for us. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s to mid 80s for us with those winds blowing from the southeast, 6 to 8 miles per hour. For tonight, we are going to see an increase of clouds around 10 p.m. We're looking at a temperature of 72. And if you're getting ready for school this morning, you're going to see lots of clouds. It is going to be mostly cloudy, a temperature of 62 with those winds blowing from the southeast. But when you get out of school around 3 p.m., it's going to be mostly sunny with a temperature of 84, which that's our high for today, a high of 84 with those winds blowing from the southeast to 8 miles per hour. So it's starting to feel like if it's going to be a warm day, and it's going to continue to be, those temperatures are going to continue to increase. For tomorrow, we're looking at a high of 86 with a low of 67. And for tomorrow morning, it's going to be similar. It's going to be mostly cloudy, and then it's going to become mostly sunny. And then for Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at a warm weekend. And then for Monday, there will be a weak cold front, not making much of a change. We're just looking at that slight chance being at a 20%, dropping our temperatures into the upper 70s with a low of 59 for Monday night. And then for Tuesday and Wednesday, we're back up into the low 80s. Have a great day. Back to you, Justin. Good morning. It is Friday, and it is 6:45. We're looking at cloudy conditions right now. It is cloudy this morning, and it's going to be a cloudy day, but then that sun will be coming out for us later on in the afternoon. afternoon by mid-morning. Right now we are looking at a current temperature of 64. Our dew points are in the 60s, so it's going to be a humid day for us with those winds right now blowing from the southwest to 6 miles per hour. How are temperatures looking across Texas? We do see those temperatures in the 50s to 60s. 67 for San Antonio, Austin, similar temperatures. 61 for Dallas, 65 for Houston, 58 for Beaumont, Corpus Christi, 64, similar temperatures for us here at home. In the Panhandle, temperatures are in the mid 40s, 70 for Brownsville. Moving on to what's going on for us. We did see some light rain early in the morning around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., but not for today. We're not looking at any chances of showers as of right now. It's going to be mostly cloudy throughout the morning, as I mentioned, and then we are going to see that sun later on by mid-morning. We're going to see that sun for us, but it's going to be mostly cloudy. Just keep that in mind. But moving on to across the nation, they continue to see those showers and mixture of precipitation in the Great Lakes moving into the east to the New England area. For us today, if you're wondering, hey, how's pollen? Well, grass is on the high side for us with low. Tree is low for us and ragweed is moderate. Temperatures for us will be in the mid 80s to upper 70s later on in the evening with those winds blowing from the southeast to 7 miles per hour. For today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 86 for us with the low of 67 for us. And then for tomorrow, another high of 86 with the low of 68. Have a great day. Back to you. Throughout the morning, because there's a cold front moving in this afternoon that will be dropping our temperatures, slightly dropping our temperatures. But let's take a look at right now. Our current temperature is 67, clear skies. Our dew point is in the upper 60s. That's why it feels humid outside. Winds are blowing from the north to 5 miles per hour. Our temperatures looking right now in Texas, temperatures in the Panhandle are in the upper 20s to 30s. That's due to the cold front that already passed through that area. 54 for Dallas, 72 for Austin, 69 for San Antonio for us here at home in the upper 60s, 67, 75 for Brownsville, Houston, similar temperatures, Corpus Christi, 73. So where's this cold front? So this cold front is mainly right here. It will be arriving for us later on in the afternoon. It is going to be mostly cloudy for us throughout the day. We're not looking at any chances of rain, but if there's enough moisture, we might be seeing some light rain, not that much of a heavy rain for us. But moving on across the nation in the east, they're looking at those showers and thunderstorms moving into the northeast also, where they're looking at that mixture of precipitation, snow, and rain. Also in the Great Lakes, they're looking at those mixture of precipitation, showers, and snow. But moving on to the Pacific Northeast, they're looking at those showers and thunderstorms as well with that mixture of precipitation. For us, it's going to be mostly cloudy, no chances of showers for us for today. Moving on to temperatures. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s to upper 70s with those winds blowing from the north, and starting around 1 p.m. we are going to notice those winds pick up with gusts around 26 miles per hour. So starting around 1 p.m. we're going to notice those winds. So it is going to be a windy day as well. And then for tonight, it's going to be mostly cloudy with temperatures in the 60s. If you're getting ready for school this morning, you're looking at a temperature of 68 with those winds blowing from the southeast to 3 miles per hour. And then later on in the afternoon, a temperature of 71 with those winds blowing from the north to 20 miles with gusts around 26. So it's going to be a windy time around 3 p.m. as well. Moving on to today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 78 with the low of 53. This is when we're going to feel those changes of temperature, mainly at night and in the morning. So for Monday night, a low of 53, and waking up into Tuesday, it's going to be a cool morning, and then a high of 74 with the low of 58. And then we notice that for Wednesday and Thursday, those temperatures go back up into the 80s. But then for Saturday night, there will be another cold front moving in, dropping our temperatures in our lows into the upper 40s. And then for Sunday, a high of 71. Have a great one. Back to you, Justin.
Well, 70.
Good Tuesday morning. It is 6:44 a.m. and it's mostly cloudy for us throughout the morning. We're going to see those clouds, but then later on in the afternoon, we are going to see that beautiful sun. It's going to be a nice day for us. It's cool this morning, 57, so you might want to wear your jackets and sweaters throughout the morning. Winds are blowing from the east-northeast to 5 miles per hour. How are temperatures looking in Texas? In the Panhandle, temperatures are in the 30s. 47 for San Antonio, 42 for Austin, Dallas, 36, 58 for Houston, 55 for Corpus Christi. For us here at home, a current temperature of 57, McAllen and Brownsville, similar temperatures, 62. Not much going on for us here in Laredo, but as I mentioned, and then that beautiful sun later on in the afternoon. We're not looking at any chances of rain. And why are we experiencing these cooler temperatures? It was due cold front that passed yesterday around 1:15, leaving behind cooler and drier conditions for us. But moving on across the nation, how is it being? So in the Pacific Northwest, not much going on, but in the California, Nevada, and in the Four Corners, they're looking at that mixture of precip storms, while in the Central Plains, a little bit of snow moving into the Great Lakes. For us, as I mentioned, it is going to be a beautiful day, mostly cloudy throughout the morning, and then that sun later on in the afternoon with temperatures in the 70s. And then by the evening, those temperatures will be dropping into the upper 60s with those winds blowing from the southeast 3 to 6 miles per hour. For tonight, it's going to be mostly clear. Today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 74 with a low of 56. It's going to be a mild night for well, not a mild night. It's going to be a cool night for us. Waking into Wednesday morning, it's going to be cool in the morning, but then for Wednesday, we're expected to reach a high of 83 with a low of 68. So we're going to start this warm trend starting tomorrow, Wednesday, all the way to Friday. For Friday, look at that high, a high of 93 with the low of 63. But then for Saturday, there will be a cold front moving in, dropping our temperatures into the 70s, even our lows in the 40s. Have a great one. Back to you guys. Good Wednesday morning. It is 6:15, and it is still what I can tell you right now. It's going to be a cool morning for us. So if you want to wear jackets and sweaters throughout the morning, right now we are looking at our current temperature of 50, our dew point 46. It's not going to be a humid day for us. Those winds are light for us. But how are temperatures looking? For Houston, 53 for Corpus Christi, 58 for McAllen, Brownsville, 62. For today, we're not going to see any clouds this morning. It's going to be a mostly sunny day for us. And we are, according to the National Weather Service, there is a possibility of seeing dense fog late tonight, starting around 2 a.m. into tomorrow morning. So just be aware of that if you're going to be driving late tonight, you might be bumping into that dense fog, according to the National Weather Service. But for today, we're going to notice that warm trend. It's going to start to warm up for us for today. So it's going to be a cool morning, and then later on in the afternoon, it's going to be feeling warm. But in the southeast, they continue to see those showers and thunderstorms for Florida, Florida in the southeast, and also we do see those showers and thunderstorms making their way into the New England area, where they're also looking at that mixture of precipitation. Moving on for today, as I mentioned, it's going to be mostly sunny for us with those temperatures in the 70s, but for today we're expected to reach a high of 81. So it's going to start to warm up. As I mentioned, those winds will be blowing from the southeast 5 to 7 miles per hour. And if you're getting ready for school this morning, you just might want to wear your jackets and sweaters, as I mentioned, because it is going to be a cool morning. But then later on in the afternoon, it's going to be warming up. Around 3 p.m., we're looking at a temperature of 80 with those winds blowing from the southeast. And as I mentioned, look, this is the warm trend that we're going to start to see. And then for tomorrow, Thursday, just keep in mind, starting around 2 a.m., all the way to 8 a.m., it's when we're going to be seeing this dense fog. For tomorrow, a high of 89 with a low of 69. And then for Friday, look, that high of 93 with the low of 64. And then for Saturday, there will be a cold front moving in Saturday, dropping our temperatures into the 70s and our lows into the upper 40s to low 50s. Have a great one. Back to you, Justin. It's a warm morning and muggy. Those winds blowing from the south-southeast to 8 miles per hour. It's going to be a mostly cloudy throughout mid-morning, but then later on that sun will be coming out. How are temperatures looking across Texas? 61 for Dallas, 63 for Austin, San Antonio, similar temperatures, 72 for Corpus Christi, 73 for Houston, in the 75 for Brownsville. Not much going on for us for today, but on in the afternoon. But we do see, looking at that winter storm that will be producing the first widespread of snow, even for Nevada, Utah, all the way into the Central Plains, but also in Iowa and Minnesota. They're looking at that mixture of precipitation. And if you're wondering how today's pollen is doing, well, tree is mogweed and grass. They are low. Cloudy through mid-morning, later on becoming mostly sunny from the south to southeast, 8 to 6 miles. For tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy for us. For today's high, it's going to be a high of 89 with a low of 68. It's going to be a warm night for us as well. But if you think for today it's going to be a warm day, look for tomorrow. Tomorrow's high, a high of 93 with a low of 67. And then looking for Saturday, we're going to notice those temperatures in Saturday morning, dropping our temperatures into the 70s and 60s and our lows into the 50s. Have a great one. Back to you. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. It is 6:44 a.m. this morning. You're looking at some fog and mist throughout this morning, mainly all the way until 9 a.m. Our visibility has improved. We're looking at a 5-mile visibility right now. 70 as our current temperature right now. Our dew points are in the low 70s. That's why it's muggy and humid, and all that moisture, it's making our visibility be at 5-mile visibility, with those winds blowing right now from the southeast to 15 miles per hour. But how are temperatures looking across Texas? We do see that in the Panhandle, they continue to see those temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. 70 for us this morning, 71 in San Antonio, Austin, similar temperatures, 74 Dallas, 77 for Houston, 73 for Corpus Christi, McAllen, and Brownsville, similar temperatures, 76. Not much going on for us. It is going to be mostly cloudy this morning, but then later on it will become partly sunny to mostly sunny for us as well. We do see those showers and thunderstorms mainly in north and west of Texas, but moving on across the nation, we do see that in the Central Plains. They're looking at that snow also moving into the Great Lakes. According to the National Weather Service, starting Saturday morning, there's a severe thunderstorm possible from Houston all the way into the Great Lakes. Also, they're looking at those showers and thunderstorms right now in the southeast. But moving on for today, if you're wondering, how's pollen, tree is low for us, ragweed is low, with the exception of grass. Grass is moderate for us for today. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s with those winds blowing from the south, 10 to 5 miles per hour. For tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy. For today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 93 mainly around 4 p.m. So it's going to be a warm day for us with a low of 67. But then Saturday, it's going to start to get windy, because Saturday morning we'll be having a cold front moving in, dropping our temperatures into the 70s, but look for our low for Saturday night, a low of 48. So it's going to be a chilly night waking into Sunday morning with a high of 71 with a low of 55. And then by Tuesday, we're going to notice those temperatures go back up into the mid to upper 80s. Have a great day. Back to you guys. Good Tuesday morning. It is 6:42, and it is not a warm nor a cold morning. We're looking at a current temperature of 66. It is mostly cloudy. Our dew points are in the low 60s, but these dew points will be increasing into the upper to mid 60s. So it's going to start to feel humid. So it's going to be a warm and humid day for us. Those winds right now are blowing from the east-northeast to 5 miles per hour. Hard temperatures looking across Texas in the Panhandle all the way into the west. They continue to see those temperatures in the 40s and 30s. So it's very nice, cool mornings for them. 61 for San Antonio, 64 Dallas, Houston, Beaumont in the 70s already, 67 for Corpus Christi, 69 for McAllen, 71 for Brownsville. For us, we're looking at a current temperature of 66. For us, it's going to be mostly cloudy to partly sunny. No chances of showers for us as of right now. There's no chances of showers. Only for the east portion along the coast, you're going to be seeing those showers isolated to scattered. For us, we're not looking at any chances of showers. As I mentioned, temperatures will be in the 70s. We're going to be in the 60s this morning, and then increasing into the 70s throughout the day with those winds blowing from the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, it's going to be also mostly cloudy for us. Just keep in mind, for today, we're expected to reach a high of 82, so it's going to be a warm and humid day for us. How is our pollen for today? For today, we're expected to reach that high of 82 with those winds blowing from the southeast, 5 to 11 miles per hour. And tonight, it's going to be a warm night. We're looking at we're expected to reach a low of 68 with those winds blowing from the southeast, 8 to 13 miles per hour. That is all I have for weather. Back to you, Mindy. Thanks. Well, good morning. It is 6:16 a.m. this morning. We're looking at a mostly cloudy morning, a current temperature of 69. It feels like 69. Our dew points are in the upper 60s. That's why it's starting to feel humid outside. Our winds right now are blowing from the southeast to 8 miles per hour. But how are temperatures looking in Texas? We do see that in the Panhandle, temperatures are in the 50s, 50 for Amarillo, 60s for Fort Worth, 70s for Dallas, Austin, similar temperatures even in San Antonio, Corpus Christi, 75 for Brownsville, 69 for us here in Laredo, 72 for McAllen. But moving on to what's going on for us, we're going to look at mostly cloudy to partly sunny for us. So just keep that in mind. There are no chances of rain for us for today, as I am seeing right now, but you might never know. We might get some light drizzle, but as I mentioned, mostly cloudy to partly sunny for us. There's that possibility that mainly in the coastal and Victoria Crossroads, they might be seeing some light drizzle for today. But moving on, what's going on across the nation, we do see that in the Four Corners all the way into Montana, Idaho. They're looking at that mixture of precipitation as well, even in California and in the Pacific Northwest, that mixture of precipitation, showers, and thunderstorms for the Great Lakes portion. But moving on, for us, As I mentioned, temperatures it's going to be mostly cloudy to partly sunny. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s to low 80s. And then for tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy as well. But it's going to be a windy day starting around 9 a.m. We are going to notice those winds pick up with gusts around 20 miles per hour. So if you had plans outside, just keep in mind it is going to be windy as well. And if you're getting ready for school this morning, it's going to be warm, a temperature of 70, mostly cloudy with those winds blowing from the southeast to 13 miles per hour. And when you get out of school around 3 p.m., a temperature of 85, partly sunny, and we're going to notice those winds are still going to keep blowing from the southeast to 16 miles per hour with gusts around 21. But then we're going to notice a change starting this weekend. We're looking at those temperatures drop as well, even those chances of rain, and that will be due to a cold front that will be moving in Saturday, dropping our temperatures into the 70s, a high of 59 for Sunday with a low of 50. Back to you, Justin.
No.
Good morning. It is 6:43. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Right now, we are looking at a current temperature of 69. It is mostly cloudy. Our dew points are in the upper 60s. We're looking at a warm and humid day for us with those winds right now. They're blowing from the southeast to 9 miles per hour. In the Panhandle, they're looking at those chilly temperatures in the 20s to 40s. 71 for San Antonio, 72 for Austin. Similar temperatures for Houston, 68 for Corpus Christi, McAllen, and Brownsville. Similar temperatures, 74. Moving on to what's going on across the nation. Not much for us, but there will be a cold front moving in this Saturday, bringing it in ahead and behind those chances of rain for us, but for Saturday, and also dropping our temperatures. But for today, it's going to be a warm and humid day, as I mentioned. But there are some showers and thunderstorms for the northeast of Texas, also in the east portions of the states. They're looking at those showers and thunderstorms, and according to the National Weather Service, they're looking at high wind advisories for the Great Lakes with gusts around 60 miles per hour in California, Nevada, and the Pacific Northwest. They continue to see showers and thunderstorms with snowfall. So hazardous concern for travelers. If you're going to be traveling to those states, just keep in mind those hazards, snow and showers continue for those portions. But moving on, for today's pollen is tree, low, and ragweed. They are low for us for today, so they're on the good side for us. But temperatures will be in the 80s. It is going to be mostly sunny to partly sunny for us with those winds blowing from the southeast, 8 to 14 miles per hour. For tonight, it's going to be mostly cloudy, but temperatures in the 80s to 70s. Today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 88 with a low of 70. And then for tomorrow, it's also going to be in the upper 80s with a low of 70. But then for Saturday, look, it's going to be strong winds with gusts around 29 miles per hour. We're expected for this cold front to arrive later on in the afternoon with a high of 77 for Saturday and a low of 51. But look for Sunday, those chances of showers continue with the 50% and a high of 56. So that's a very nice high for us. If you wanted those cool temperatures, well, we're looking at a high of 56 for Sunday with the low of 49, and then Monday back into the 60s, a high of 64 with the low of 47. And then for Tuesday and Wednesday, we start to see that warming trend with temperatures in the 70s for Tuesday, a low of 52. Have a great one. Back to you guys. Good morning. It is 6:45. It's a warm morning. We're in the 70s, 71. Our dew points are in the upper 60s. It's going to be a warm and humid day for us with those winds right now. They're blowing from the southeast to 11 miles per hour, and it's also going to be a mostly cloudy day. Moving on to temperatures in Texas. In the Panhandle, temperatures are in the 30s to 40s. San Antonio, 70, 71 for Austin, 64 for Dallas, 72 for Beaumont. Similar temperatures for Houston, 74 for Brownsville, McAllen, 71, similar for us as well. But moving on, not much going on for us for today. It is going to be mostly cloudy throughout the morning and throughout the day. There will be a cold front moving in this weekend in the afternoon, also dropping our temperatures and bringing in those chances of rain being from a 50 to a 40%. Moving on to what's going on across the nation. According to the National Weather Service, from Oklahoma, northwest of Dallas, all the way into the southeast, they're going to experience heavy rainfall. So there's also that possibility of seeing a flash flood in those areas. But moving on for today, pollen is low for tree, grass, and ragweed. They are on the low side. But moving on to temperatures will be in the 80s. It's going to be mostly cloudy, and it's going to be a windy day with gusts around 20 miles per hour with those winds blowing from the southeast. Those winds will pick up around 10 a.m. all the way to 3 p.m. Today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 88 with a low of 69. It's also going to be a windy day for Saturday and Sunday, and notice those chances of rain being at a 40% for Saturday. That cold front will be moving into Saturday afternoon Also, we're not expected to reach that high of 80 because mainly in the mid-afternoon temperatures will be dropping into the 60s with a low of 49. And look for Sunday, a high of 55 with a low of 45. The coldest night would be Monday, a low of 44. Have a great day. Back to you. Good Monday morning. It is 6:45 and it still continues to be a cold day for us. We're looking at a cold day too. Temperature's not that high for us. Right now, a current temperature of 44. Our dew points 42. Very dry conditions for us with those winds blowing from the west-northwest of 5 miles per hour. But how are temperatures looking in Texas? We do see that in the Panhandle. They're in the 20s. Very chilly temperatures. 48 for San Antonio this morning. 45 for Austin. Houston 49. 43 for Dallas. 45 for Beaumont. 49 for Brownsville. 46 for McAllen. For us, as I mentioned, a current temperature of 44. It still continues to be a cold morning. For today, if you're wondering, is it going to be cloudy like this weekend where we did see some light rain? No, for today, a few clouds throughout the morning, and then we are going to see that beautiful sun. It's going to be a mostly sunny day for us, but some areas that are looking at those showers and thunderstorms would be in the lower South Texas, Brownsville, some light showers for Corpus Christi. Houston and Dallas are looking at some severe thunderstorms as well and showers, but according to the National Weather Service, Dallas this morning may be possibly seeing some sleet in the early morning hours. But moving on across the nation in the Pacific Northwest, they continue to see that mixture of precipitation. Also in California, moving into the northern central plains, there is some snow, very light snow, but also in the Great Lakes, a mixture of precipitation, and in the northeast, some very light snow as well. For us for today, if you're wondering how's pollen doing, tree and grass are in the low. Well, tree and ragweed are low with the exception of grass. Grass is moderate for us for today. Temperatures will be in the 50s, in the upper 50s, with those winds blowing from the north, very light winds. And then for tonight, it's going to be mostly clear. Today's high, a high of 64 with a low of 45. It's going to be a very chilly night, waking up into Tuesday morning in the 40s, but then a high of 71 with a low of 49. So we're going to start this warming trend starting tomorrow and then increasing into the upper 70s. Wednesday, 78 with a low of 54. But then look, for Christmas Eve, if you're wondering how is it going to be, well, we're looking at mostly sunny day with a high of 87 and a low of 61. And then for Christmas Day, a high of 85. Have a great good morning. It is 6:43 and it still continues to be a cold day for us just for the morning. So if you want to wear those jackets and sweaters just throughout the morning, because then later on it's going to get warm for us. It's going to be mostly sunny as well. Right now we are looking at a current temperature of 45. Our dew points in the 40s. Very dry conditions. Those winds are blowing light. But also, according to the National Weather Service, there is some patchy fogs early this morning. Not for us. We're looking at an 8-mile visibility for us, but mainly in the deep south is where they're going to be bumping into patchy fog and dense fog. Moving on to temperatures for Texas in the Panhandle, they're in the 20s. 38 for San Antonio, 39 for Austin, 36 for Dallas, 42 for Houston, 43 for Corpus Christi, 50 for Brownsville, 48 for McAllen. For today, as I mentioned, it's going to be mostly sunny, no chances of showers for us. But moving into the southeast and Florida, they're looking at those showers and thunderstorms there. Now moving into the New England area, some very light snow for Maine, but also according to the National Weather Service, this will be also spreading into some snow from the northern central plains. Will be spreading into Minnesota, also into the Great Lakes, while in the Pacific Northwest, they still continue to see those heavy showers and also some mixture of precipitation. Moving on for today's pollen, tree is moderate with the exception of ragweed and grass. They are low. And for us for today, as I keep mentioning, it's going to be mostly sunny in the 40s this morning, but then later on temperatures will be increasing into the 60s with those winds blowing from the east, southeast to south, mainly very light winds for us. For tonight, it's going to be mostly clear. Today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 73 for us with a low of 50. It's going to be a cool night for us waking up into Wednesday morning. It's going to be cool, so if you wanted to wear those jackets for Wednesday morning, but then later on it's going to warm up. For Wednesday, we're looking at a high of 79 with a low of 57. It's the start of that warming trend. Look for Thursday and Christmas Eve. Look, Christmas Eve, a high of 86 with a low of 61. And then for Christmas Day, a high of 87 with a low of 64. Have a great day. Back to you. Good morning. It is Wednesday. A current temperature right now is temperature right now. I was trying to say the time, 6:44. It's 6:44 right now, but we're looking at a current temperature of 51. It is mostly clear outside. If you wanted to wear your jackets and sweaters, only through this morning because it's going to start to warm up for us like yesterday. Right now, our dew points are in the upper 40s. Very dry conditions for us with those winds blowing from the east, southeast to 6 miles per hour. But how are temperatures looking across Texas? In the Panhandle, they continue to see those temperatures in the 30s and 20s. 48 48 for San Antonio this morning, 51 for Austin, similar temperatures for Houston, Dallas 43, 41 for Corpus Christi, 49 for Brownsville, 50 for McAllen, 42 for El Paso. Not much going on for us for today. It's going to be a mostly sunny day. A few clouds throughout the morning, but then it's going to become mostly sunny. That sunshine will be shining for us. But then according to the National Weather Service, in the Rio Grande Valley and in the coastal plains, they're bumping into some patchy fog and dense fog early this morning. For tomorrow, around 3 a.m. in the morning, there is that possibility that you might be seeing some patchy fog early in the morning hours. So just be careful while driving tomorrow in the early morning hours around 3 a.m. But moving on across the nation in the Pacific Northwest and in California, they continue to see that mixture of precipitation, showers, and thunderstorms as well. But moving on into the Great Lakes, they're looking at that light snow that will also be moving into the New England area, where they're going to see some snow as well, but also that mixture of precipitation from the New England area all the way into the mid-Atlantic. No chances of showers for us. We're going to see that beautiful sun also for the entire week. But looking at our pollen, tree and grass and ragweed are in the low for us. Temperatures will be in the 70s. Those winds will be blowing from the south, 6 miles per hour. For tonight, it's going to be mostly clear. Today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 80 with a low of 59, and this fog will continue for Thursday all the way into early Christmas Day for us. And look at those temperatures, a high of 84 for Christmas Eve with a low of 61, 88 for Christmas Day with the high of 88 for Christmas Day and a low of 63. That warming trend in the 80s for us. Have a great one. Back to you. Good morning. It is 6:45. We're looking at a current temperature of 62. It is mostly cloudy. It's going to be mostly cloudy through the morning, and then it's going to become partly sunny to mostly sunny skies for us. Those winds are blowing from the south-southeast to 10 miles per hour. And also, according to the National Weather Service, we might be seeing some areas of fog for us before 9 a.m. But moving on to temperatures across Texas, in the 40s for the Panhandle and in the upper 30s, 55 for Corpus Christi, 56 for San Antonio, Austin 59, Dallas and Houston, similar temperatures, 57, 54 for Beaumont, 64 for Brownsville, McAllen, 60. El Paso, 40. Now moving on to those areas that are seeing those dense fogs in San Antonio, Cotula, and also deep south, even in Freer and Alice, they're seeing that dense fog in advisory all the way until 9 a.m. For us, there's that possibility even for midnight that you might be seeing some dense fog all the way into Friday morning, even early Christmas Day. Moving on to across the nation, we do see that in the Pacific Northwest and California, they continue to see that mixture of precipitation, heavy rain, even mountain snow as well. Now moving on to the Four Corners, they're seeing that scattered showers, even mixed precipitation. For us, as I mentioned, a few clouds through the morning, and then it's going to become partly to mostly sunny skies for us. Moving on to that pollen forecast for us for today, tree, grass, and ragweed are in the low. Temperatures will be in the 70s for us with those winds blowing from the south-southeast, 6 to 10 miles per hour. And the temperatures, as I mentioned, they're going to be in the 70s. For tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy. A high for us for today would be a high of 81 with a low of 63. And then for Christmas Eve, we're looking at a high of 84 with a low of 63. The high for Christmas Day would be a high of 88. We might even reach that 90 for Christmas Day with a low of 64. Have a great one. People like the warm day and that sun, well, you're going to be happy. But if you wanted cold temperatures, we're not looking at anything like that for today. Today is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve to you. Happy Christmas Eve to you. Right now, it is mostly cloudy. We're looking at a current temperature of 63. Those winds are blowing from the south-southeast, 6 miles per hour. But higher temperatures looking across Texas in the Panhandle, temperatures are in the 60s to 50s. 64 San Antonio this morning, 63 for Austin, Dallas, 60, 65 for Houston, 66 for Brownsville. For us, a current temperature of 63. Mainly everybody in the 60s, some areas in the 50s, but mainly for the deep south, mainly they are in the 60s. Now, there are some advisories according to the National Weather Service in the Texas Panhandle. They're looking at 30 to 40 miles, very strong winds for them. Also, critical fire conditions for the Texas Panhandle. For us, it's going to be mostly cloudy throughout the morning, and then it's going to become mostly sunny for us. Now, moving on to what's going on across the nation. In the west, they continue to see those showers and thunderstorms. Also, that mixture of precipitation that is moving into the central plains as well. bringing in due to this winter storms, they're bringing in multiple impacts, as you can see in the four corners: Colorado, Utah, Arizona. Look at those showers and thunderstorms. Now moving on to the northern central plains, they're also looking at that mixture of precipitation that will be moving into Minnesota, also into the Great Lakes, where New York is also seeing that mixture of precipitation. But for us, as I keep mentioning, it's going to be mostly cloudy, and then it's going to become mostly sunny. If you're wondering, for today's pollen, tree is high, ragweed and grass are low for us for today. Temperatures will be in the 80s, and then later on in the evening, they're going to drop into the 70s. Those winds will be blowing from the south-southeast, 8 to 13 miles per hour. For tonight, it's going to be mostly clear. Today's high, we're expected to reach a high of 86, mainly around 4 p.m. It's when we're expected to reach our high, with a low of 64. And the warmest day would be Christmas Day, a high of 88. We might even reach a high of 90 for Christmas Day, with a low of 65. And we're going to continue to see those temperatures in the upper 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, temperatures will be in the upper 80s, 88 for Tuesday with a low of 66.